Hi, boys and girls, it's Mr. Fitz here, and you've chosen the upcycled t shirt bracelets. Upcycle means reusing discarded materials in such a way that they are better than they originally were. Using old t shirts show that you care for our Earth by making an upcycled Earth Day bracelet. Follow the steps from Mr. Fitz below. Share a picture of you wearing your Earth Day bracelet on this website when you're done. Find a few old t-shirts you have worn a million times that are ready for a new life. Multicolored bracelets are super fun, so you may need a whole bunch of different colored shirts to do that, but ask your parents if it's okay first if you cut them up. Alright? Cut the shirt into 1-inch strips. You will need at least 3 strips to braid a bracelet. Knot the strips on one end. You can make this knot any way you want, just make sure it's super tight. Slide the knot into a crevice to hold it. Here I'm using a chair, but you can also tape it down onto a table or use some heavy books on top of it so that you can tug on it pretty firmly and it won't pop out. Start your braid nice and tight. If you don't know how to braid, you can actually click here where I have a video for you to watch on how to braid if you've never done it before. Keep going as you braid, keeping it nice and tight. I actually had to start mine over twice because I wasn't familiar with braiding. It's been kind of a while for me. So it's okay if you have to start over again. Once you feel that it's almost long enough and you've been braiding for a while, still holding the loose ends that you're braiding, take it off, wrap it around your wrist, and make sure that there's a lot of slack there. Make sure you have about 1 inch on both ends when you go around your wrist. When it's long enough, tie off one of the strands to another. So those loose ends, you're just going to tie a knot on one of them on one side. It just keeps the braid from falling out. Then tie the other 2 strands just below that big knot. You can do this however you like, as long as the knots are really tight and you double knot it because you don't want it to come out. Some kids might have a different way of doing this, and it's totally okay. You just have to do what works. Cut off the excess cloth. I like to leave a little bit hanging because it looks extra cool. Slide it onto your wrist. If you can't slide it onto your wrist, that means it's too small. And you don't want a bracelet that's too tight because it can hurt your wrist and your hand. So if you make a mistake, you can just start over again. And most importantly, show us your cool upcycled Earth Day bracelet. You can share it right here on the website by clicking on the share button or by clicking right here, which will take you to the share page. Thanks, boys and girls. I hope you have some fun.